Hey, Coach Frazer here with Full Circle Coaching and Consulting. Today, we are going to talk through when and how you fire an associate. Big crazy part. So watch through the video, and you're going to get all the tips that you need to know how to do this better. Okay, because this is typically something that is not well done. Certainly, it's not comfortable for any chiropractor to let go of a team or particularly an associate doc or a contractor doc. Why? Because we're healers. We're involved in trying to care for our community, take care of our patients. The last thing we went to school for is human resources 101. So the big thing we also have is we tend to be more connected or relationship based. So when you're trying to figure out if this person is working out in your office, stop trying to feel how the relationship is working and start getting some defined metrics, performance indicators, rules of engagement, standard operating procedures, things that we can actually measure, because this is one of the key pieces. People hang on to associates and team members, for that matter, far too long, largely because they don't have any kind of tool to measure their performance and how they're actually working out in your office. So at Full Circle, all of our clients are really, really strongly encouraged to develop outcome assessments. And when you develop an outcome assessment, that is an actual document that describes exactly how you can be amazing in your job. And when you have an outcome assessment, the key piece is to do regular reviews. So quarterly, at least biannual reviews where you go through the outcomes and you measure up how is this person doing, so that you can actually score and rate their performance indicators. And then you know exactly how they're doing in their role. But also you can give valuable feedback, which often will avoid the breakdown if you do this kind of work in advance anyway. Okay, so here's the key piece. If we do regular outcomes assessments, if we have a chart of values, if we have clear values in our office, when do you fire an associate? One, when they violate values in your office, that's an automatic dismissal. Okay, so if you don't have your values, go through with your team, construct a list of values, things that you really, really are just, they're the reason for existence in your office, okay? And what you guys believe in strongly. Because if you violate one of those things, you violate trust and you're no longer appropriate to be in that team. So there's one. Two, look at the performance indicators. If they're not meeting their targets, if you set up structured target goals that that associate is supposed to be meeting, if you have a marketing plan to support that, they're supposed to be applying. And when you get to the end of that quarter, if you go through that review and you measure up not only their outcome assessments, how they're doing in each of the defined areas that they're supposed to be amazing at, and also looking at the measurements in terms of their actual quarterly goal numbers that you guys have targeted and made sure it was value-based and realistic and etc., along with their marketing plan. If they keep failing these things, it's time to let them go. It doesn't matter how nice they are, how wonderful they are, but if they aren't meeting your business standards, if they're not meeting the performance KPIs that you both set out together, you've worked through this to develop this, then it's time to let them go. And this makes life a lot easier because you're not making it a personal issue, you're making it a business issue. So hopefully this helps you next time if you're dealing with a situation like this. You've got to start with the end in mind. You got to start with front load this stuff, make sure you've got the structure. If you need help with that, that's what we do. That's what we do at Full Circle Coaching Consulting. So hit the link, subscribe if you want to hear some more videos, tips, ideas, concepts to help you thrive in practice.